New Thought Media Network. We are a global broadcast network of positive music, media, and entertainment, inspiring humanity's evolution along the journey of enlightenment and creating a world of love, peace, empowerment, and prosperity for all. New Thought Media Network. Positively inspiring.
Hello, folks. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whenever and wherever it is that you are. My name is Muro. I'm a licensed practitioner here on the New Thought Media Network, and I am delighted and honored, as always, to invite you to spend this time with me in prayer. Let's see. Oh, hello, Garrett. I've noticed the change in prayer time. It's now an hour later. Yes, what you've missed out on is that here in the United States, we still do this bizarre thing where we change the time forward or backward a couple of times a year. Daylight savings time, it's called. And it's it's very strange. We don't even do it across the entire United States. There are even some places in some states, a part of the state does it and another part does not. Sorry about that, but that's what's going on. Okay, so this morning, as always, I am so delighted to be able to pray the way we do here on the New Thought Media Network, which is affirmatively. So we're not asking for something, we're not begging for something, we are affirming, we are aligning with our truth. This morning, I wanted to read a portion from the Acts of Faith. It's a daily reader, although actually what I want to read comes from yesterday. So I'm just going to read a portion of this. Bear with me while I get the right specs. Okay, so this is what it says. This is from Dr. Barbara King. The moment you move out of the way, you make room for the miracle to take place. Your good cannot get to you if your mind is filled with lack. You have no room for blessings if your words are laced with limitations. You will not notice or be open to new experiences if you are stuck in the old ones. What you want may be totally new to you. It may be way beyond your highest expectations. How can it get to you if you keep getting in the way? And the affirmation, I will not stand in the way of my own good. Oh, you're welcome, Garrett. So I think this is a perfect way to go into prayer today. So often when we talk about abundance, we self-sabotage. So being able to really hold that mental equivalent, being able to hold in faith, to hold in expectancy what it is that we're looking for, is going to make a huge difference. So let's take that consciousness into prayer. I'll invite you to close your eyes or soften your gaze if you're comfortable doing so, if it's safe for you to do so. And we'll take a breath with me. And I will start with the recognition of the many gifts that I have been given just today alone. The gifts that are most obvious to me. Today I opened my eyes. I could see. Today I took a breath. I could breathe. I have a roof over my head. I have clothes on my back. I have food on my table. I have in this moment all that I need. I have been given the gifts of love, of self-compassion. And I call on those gifts for myself. I call on those gifts for each and every one of us. As we look at what we need, as we look at what we want, we must remember that we have been given everything. We have been given the power to choose. We have been given the power to act or react in the way that we choose. And so we are, of course, faced with circumstances and conditions that are indeed outside of our control. We do indeed have circumstances in which there is a need. We nevertheless hold the idea, the mental equivalent of abundance. And with that holding, that knowing of that abundance, can indeed come what it is that we feel is important for our life. It may not be delivered in the way we anticipate. It may not look like what we had imagined. But holding the belief, the faith in our divine truth, that we are indeed creatures of love, that we are indeed creatures of the greatest good. We know, we hold on to the knowledge. We firmly feel within us that the greatest good is there. And maybe it's going to be a phone call out of the blue. Maybe it's going to be an ad that pops up. Maybe it's going to be something that we had never imagined. Maybe it's going to be an opportunity to look at things differently. All of these things contribute to our ability to experience our abundance. The more that I can experience abundance in my life, the more experience I see. I recognize all of the good that has come to me. And in that recognition, more good is obvious. I look from a place of abundance rather than looking for a place of abundance. I recognize all of the good that is within. I recognize all that I have been given. I see all that is currently present rather than looking at what is not. I hold in my mind a clear recognition that I am the beloved of the beloved, and as such, I am guided and guarded by the One. And so I hold that truth. I align with that aspect of my divinity, knowing that as I have spoken, it is indeed true. The word goes into the law. The law says yes. And so throughout this day, I will hold that mental equivalent of abundance. Throughout this day, I will watch my thoughts. I will encourage thoughts of abundance. I will discourage thoughts of lack of any sort. And I will hold in expectancy the greatest good. In that confidence, in that certainty, in thanksgiving, I release my word. And so it is. Indeed, Wayne, God does indeed have everybody's back. No question. Garrett says, I'm one with the endless abundance I'm surrounded by. Thank you, Lord, for expressing your divine love, health, and miracles happening around us every day. I'm thankful for all. And so it is. Beautifully said, Garrett. And among those miracles, I'm hoping that you recognize that you are one of those miracles. Each of us is indeed a miracle. We have something so unique that no one else can bring that into this world. All right, before I run out of time, I want to just notice a few things that are going on today. Morning sip, immediately following this prayer time, with the fabulous Rev. Melissa. At 9:30 a.m. Mountain Time. Viviendo en oración, living in prayer. 11 a.m. Mountain Time, Reverend Dr. Sherry Johnson presents Global Focus Today. And her special guests are Reverend Doctors Steve and Abigail Albert. At 12 noon Mountain Time, join the fabulous Dr. Tracy Brown for her show, Poetry, Prayer, and Practice. And her special guest is Kay Suzanne Massey. If you've never heard Kay Suzanne, tune into that show. She's magnificent. At 2 p.m. Mountain Time, the awesome twosome, Rev Z and Rev Dr. Robert for New Thought Today. So that's our lineup for today. And I sincerely hope that you have the most magnificent, the most, what's the word I want? Abundant day. Much love and many blessings. Namaste.
On behalf of everyone at New Thought Media Network, thank you for being a member of our virtual family. Your financial contributions help share the New Thought message with people from around the world. Please visit and contribute at www.ntmedia.org/donate. New Thought Media Network, come be you. And please like, share, and subscribe. Until next time, peace and blessings.